Jello there, H3T's put that dang on top. You know, I haven't done something like this in quite some time, and what I mean by that is film multiple videos in one day. This is new. This is new. I've done a couple like vlogs in one day, obviously for my main channel, but I haven't done something like this on the second channel. I just finished filming the year-end video for my main channel, and now I'm doing the year-end video for my second channel. Well, odd stuff, gosh dang it. You see the title of the video. I'm keeping up my tradition, gosh dang it, of doing a yearly music wrap-up, even though I haven't really reviewed music in several years at this point. But I figured, I obviously still listen to music, so I would put my thoughts out there. Gosh dang, it's a second channel, so it won't get as many views, but you know, and Michael B's like that. So let's get into the foolishness. This is my top 5 albums of 2019, gosh dang it. Here we go. I had to make a couple changes if you follow me on Twitter, but I will update you as we go along. Honorable mentions, I have Holiday by Mila J. Great project. It got knocked off of the top 5 list because as soon as Christmas was over, I didn't see a reason to listen to it anymore. So that's an honorable mention at this point. Great project. And I know you're thinking like holiday R&B, that's got to be trash. No, it's really good. There's this one song on there where she's talking about this Christmas, I want all the smoke. If that is right up my alley, but that's not even there. And then another honorable mention is Bad Vibes Forever by X. XXXTentacion. I do mess with X quite heavily. He's in my top 5 rapper of all time list. It's just I don't like the playback value on that album was really low. I listened to it for maybe a week and I haven't listened to it again since. I know X wasn't done with the songs, but let's just say you could tell, but that's not even there. So let us get into the foolishness, gosh dang it, of what is my top 5 albums of 2019. I thought this was a very weak year for rap. There wasn't that much great rap stuff that came out. I mean, there was some like undergroundy stuff that came out. Like if you count Freddie Gibbs as underground, like I guess Bandana was cool. I mean, I didn't like it, but you know, some people did. I liked Freddie Gibbs' past projects, like say Freddie. I liked Pinata. Obviously, I liked the EP. Was it Diamonds or something? Freddie Gibbs has got some joints. He had another album. What was the album that had the song Never Messing Up the Count? I can't remember the name of it, but I thought that one went hard too, gosh dang it. But this one was okay. I just thought it was a really weak year for rap. I didn't get a bunch of rap that really stuck with me. It was a bunch of newer artists that I just don't get. Like, I don't get the Baby. I don't get why he's good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. I thought it was a very strong year for everything else, though, and the list is going to reflect that. At number 5, I have Rema, Bad Commando. Now, he had another EP, self-titled, that was dope, obviously, but I like the follow-up Bad Commando. I think Rema is really good. He's my favorite of all the industry plants globally. Gosh dang it, but I mess with Rema heavily. For some reason, iTunes will categorize this man as world when he's a rapper, but, you know, I guess anyone not from America's world, but that's neither here nor there. I think he's from Nigeria, but it's hard as jive. It's really good. I suggest checking it out. The stuff he does with melodies, I like him better when he sings than when he raps, but it's really good. Check out Bad Commando. It's 4 for 4, great EP. All the tracks are on point like a pencil. My favorite track is Rewind. That's neither here nor there. Then we have at the number 4 slot, we have Hot Pink by Doja Cat. Doja Cat had a very strong year the year prior. Gosh dang it, I liked her album, and I was obviously a fan of the Juicy single before it got insanely popular and got a Tyga remix, which that's not me being a hipster, but I just kind of like the original version more, but that's not the end of there. She had a really good year, and I'm trying to think of standout singles. Obviously, Bottom B Word is one of the songs of the year. I thought Won't Bite goes harder than 15 little bits. Talk Dirty goes hard, and it was just an overall great project. Doja Cat is heavily slept on. Very good project. Then at number 3, I have Love Letter to You 4 by Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd does not disappoint. I thought exclamation mark was. It has some cool songs on there, like Snake Skins and stuff like that. But it was real. But Love Letter to You 4. I don't think he has a bad love letter out of the four of them. They always drop around the same time of year, which I really appreciate the continuity on that and the consistency on that. But Love Letter to You 4 is a really, really good project. And if it wasn't for the top 2 projects this year, it would be my album of the year. I've been listening to it for about 2 months straight. Trippie Redd really came through. It's his best project to date, in my opinion. My favorite song in there would probably be maybe Death, with ironically the baby, but that's not here nor there. Number 2, I have Atonement by Killswitch Engage. I think anyone who knows me knows that Killswitch Engage is my favorite band. That's heavy metal, in case you didn't know, metalcore to be specific. I think Atonement is much better than their last project. Was it Disarm the Descent? No. What was their last one? Incarnate. Definitely better than Incarnate. Incarnate was really top heavy. It started out really good and then it was just a bunch of filler nonsense. But I thought Atonement was a lot better. It takes a couple of listens for you to really get into it because it just sounds like typical Killswitchy. But I don't mind it. There's a lot of really good tracks on there. I mess with Atonement heavy. It's one of those projects where you can play start to finish and the whole album just slaps, gosh dang. Really quick songs too. Not many songs that go past the 3-minute mark. I like it quite a bit. Jesse is just at another level as far as vocals and instrumentally. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. A little basic, but I mean, it's Killswitch Engage, so you get what you get. And number 1 is Indigo by Chris Brown. Yeah, and that album came out in like June or July. It's still album of the year. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been standing Chris Brown heavily all year. Y'all know I mess with Chris Brown. That's no secret. But Indigo is a really good project. It's too many tracks, but I'd say the like 14 tracks I took out of like the 35, timeless classics. No Guidance is Song of the Year, and I'll fight you on that. I happen to think the title track Indigo is another candidate for Song of the Year. It wasn't commercially successful, but I think that's a really, 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 really good intro to an album. The whole album's really good-ish, but I messed with Chris Brown heavy, and he delivered quite possibly one of the best, well, the best album this year. That's not here or there. So that is my top 5 albums of this year. Gosh dang it, what are your top 5 albums? Leave them down below. I might do an all-decade list. I don't know, but that's really difficult because there's so much music that dropped. I don't know if I could just make a top 5. I might. All depends on how this video goes. If this video gets like 3 views, then obviously there's no need. But if y'all are interested, then I might do it. But let me know your top 5 albums from this year down below. Gosh dang it. And I will see y'all in 2020.